Welcome back to Good Day. Thanksgiving is a week from today and a day reserved for turkey, but what about the holidays that follow?
Yeah, Christmas is coming, and that means we're all busy and all spending money. So let's make dinner and appetizers affordable. We have Manager of Nutrition Education Programs, Anna Gest of the Ohio Beef Council. She's got some great ideas. This spread looks amazing,
Beautiful.
Smells amazing too. And for people who maybe they want to do like a roast beef or something instead of a turkey, because let's face it, the turkey's difficult. It's a lot of work. This could be a little bit easier for folks. What did you bring with you today?
So the star of our show is a sirloin tip roast. And so this roast actually comes from the round primal, which is different than a lot of our other roasts that come from the chuck or the loin. And so this is a lean cut of beef.
Okay.
So
It looks like it.
Yep, it's low in saturated fat, but it's usually more affordable. So this is a great roast that you can find at your local grocery store. I just picked this up at a chain grocery store yesterday. And the seasoning is super simple. It's just thyme, garlic, pepper.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit of olive oil.
And then you could put that in the oven.
Yep. Put it in the oven. It cooked for about an hour and 15 minutes this morning. So
All right.
much faster than some other things that we might cook on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
and the holidays.
Wow.
Yes, because you're going to need that oven for other things probably too. You mentioned it's a more affordable cut too, because beef is everything is expensive right now. Beef's kind of pricey, so this can be a very economical cut for people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. And a roast this size will serve comfortably 4 to 8 guests.
Oh, okay.
Depending on
Wow.
what else you're serving with it, a little goes a long way. And it comes with a recipe for a very creamy horseradish sauce.
Ooh,
so if
okay.
you like horseradish, you can serve this on the side. You could also make a gravy as well that would go with it.
Okay.
But I think it's pretty flavorful on its own.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
Wonderful. And now we do want leftovers because everybody wants leftovers after
Correct.
a big meal. You put all that work in, but then you're like, well, how do I eat the
I'm kind of tired of the
leftovers?
same thing over and over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is take our leftover beef, leftover dinner rolls.
You've got those.
Yep, I've sliced those
Because you know
in
you
half.
bought 3 packs of them when you really
need it.
didn't need
Yep.
that many.
You thought, oh my goodness, everybody's going to eat 6 rolls, so you brought that many. So
Yep.
we've got some, we're going to put some of our roast beef on here.
Beautiful.
I've got blue cheese dressing. You could even use your horseradish sauce if you want, but
cheese
you know,
is a great,
it's a different flavor if you've been eating the same things every day. We've got some leftover salad greens. So again, if you had salad,
You know, you got that
there you
because
go.
nobody ate the salad. What?
right. And even if your salad already had dressing on it, that would be still really great with the roast beef.
Yeah.
Then I've just got some sliced onions. If you had onions that you sautéed for anything else on your table, you could use that as well. And then maybe for breakfast that morning you had leftover bacon, and you're gonna top that.
Look at that.
Right
That's
on
a sandwich
top.
right there.
Wow.
Boom.
And made that leftovers a little less boring. So.
Oh, and look at the cute little
Now you're ready for
trees.
Christmas.
Yes.
That looks fantastic and
Wow.
easy. Boom. Just use it's kind of like grab everything from the fridge and throw it together, and it ends up being very delicious.
Yes.
Good idea.
So I'm one of those people that I can't wait until the main course. I got to have an appetizer, and I'm eyeing this over here.
Yes, so those are our mini beef Wellingtons. And so beef Wellington is a dish that can be a little intimidating
Oh,
just because
yes, I am afraid of it. Yes.
myself included.
Yes.
And, you know, it's one of those ones that's associated with high-end eating, and restaurants and chefs, you know, that are well-renowned can make a beef Wellington.
Yes.
But you can make a beef Wellington pretty simply with just some puff pastry dough, sautéed onions and mushrooms, a little bit of Dijon mustard, and then you just place the steak right on top, pop it in the oven for 12 minutes.
Wow.
And they
12
come out
minutes.
looking like that. And you can serve those also with horseradish. I personally am not a fan, so I have it on the side because I know some of your guests might not be, but they're super flavorful with the mustard in them. You can just pop them in your mouth without having to add the sauce. So
That is so much easier than the recipes I have seen that require a million ingredients and 400 steps.
and you can serve quite a few guests with those.
Yeah.
That uses a tenderloin. You can use a strip steak as well, but you don't need as much as if you were to serve everybody a tenderloin. So
Okay.
you can still have that great beefy flavor and the decadence of the mini beef Wellington in a small bite.
What if you had some leftovers? Can you use your leftover in that, or would you want to use a different cut?
You probably could. So when you put those together, you actually put the steak on raw and cook them in the oven.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
if you had your roast already cooked, now some folks might think this is a little too pink, and you probably could pop that in the oven still for 12 more
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
That's a good point.
It might be chewier. The steak just melts in your mouth.
Gotcha.
So that's what really contributes to that appetizer quality, is that it's one bite and it's just delicious.
Or if before you cook your roast, you're like, let me reserve a hunk.
Save a little bit for something else.
But that's a great appetizer idea,
Yeah.
and especially as we head into the Christmas and holiday season
We're all
because
turkeyed out at that point.
yes, we're going to need something else. So you've got a ton of recipes on the Ohio Beef Council's website.
Yes, ohiobeef.org. You can check out all of these recipes. We have cook-along videos. We have hosting tips too. So if you're trying to figure out how to thaw your roast safely, how much roast to buy in preparation for your party, we have a variety of recommendations on all different roasting and hosting tips.
Nice.
And I think it's important to know too, like our local ranchers and help support them because as we know, it's hard for everybody.
Yes, yes.
But they work really hard, don't they?
They do, and I'm happy to represent our 15,000 beef farming families in Ohio. My husband and I are also beef farmers.
All right.
So yes, it's a pleasure to work for the farmers and to share, their delicious and nutritious product.
Okay, I got to know then, since you do this for a living, what's your favorite cut or your favorite way to prepare beef?
I like a flank steak.
Okay.
And so we have a Mediterranean flank steak recipe. I might have to make that next time. And that is delicious. It has a spicy green dressing marinade, and then you can serve it with pita, hummus, feta cheese, tomatoes, and it has a really great cucumber salad that goes with it. So
Beautiful.
that's personally one of my favorites.
That's personally, and it's all those recipes on the website. That's good. That's going to be a winner if you bring that to a party, and that's what you show up with. Going to be a winner. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow,
Yeah,
thanks for
absolutely.
lunch.